Hello, hello everyone. In this particular video, we will be going to understand about introduction of relation and functions and their applications first of all, so that you will get an idea how to we can work with how we can relate it at the first. So any student, any medical professional, any particular thing who is getting started to 11th standard, they will be not having core motive towards learning this particular concepts. Okay, all right. This series is all about learning core concepts, why we need to learn this, why this concept is critical to learn. We'll try to understand those concepts first. First of all, we try to take a little bit use case, little bit story around it, so that you will understand. Okay, so imagine you have a big classroom, correct? So you are going to the 11th standard students, guys. Like you will be in the um, you will be you are in a big classroom with your friends, correct? Some of them love chocolate, some love ice cream, some love pizza. So now if we match each person with their favorite food, we are creating the relations. Yes folks, so between people and food. So what if each person has only one favorite food? That is a function, correct? So what if one food is loved by many people? This is still a relation but not a function. But mapping only single value, it is nothing but a function. Only one particular function, everyone is liking that. So in this particular video, you will be going to see how these ideas will help Google, Netflix, doctors, and AI making smart decisions. Why this math? Like in the next section, we'll try to understand why the math is important, their problem statement and applications in real life. Okay, so we will be discussing in this next section. So let's get dive into it. Why is the math important? We'll try to discuss some of the problem statement and applications in real life. Okay, so how does relation and functions power the world? So we have to understand little bit about the application first. So everyone knows about Google Maps, correct? So we'll try to understand that, like how this relations is, like have you seen like how it is finding the shortest part from your home to school in the Google map as a use case? That whenever you wanted to go to the some of the unknown location, right, we are finding like that map is finding the shortest path as well, right? So are you able to find this particular use case, make it understand, correct? So this is the one of the use case, possible use case that you can relate to it. So how this relation and function powers the world? So let's take a Netflix and a YouTube as a particular example. So in the Netflix and YouTube, what it will do, it will show you the videos which is you are liking the most, you love the most, correct? So if you are watching the reels, correct, so it is recommending such kind of a reels only next time if you are watching the reels. So this is a particular thing that you have to understand in the case of Netflix and YouTube. This is one of the possible use case that you can relate to it. So one by one, I'm just try to, after explaining it to you, then I'm showing it to you, correct? So in the medical field, you can understand like diagnosing disease based on the system, based on the symptoms. It is a relation in terms of that, right? Like in terms of a function, it is happening, functioning of specific thing that you can relate to it. So in terms, there are relations and functions that you as a basic core thing that this mathematical funda is related to it. Okay, so this everyone has to study, but I don't know why the peoples are like specifically making PCM or PCB. I don't really understand. So this kind of a concepts will really help. Okay. So next thing you need to understand all about is the AI and machine learning, right? In the current era, like training the chatbots, if you wanted to make it. So in the AI and machine learning space, we can do it. So in the next section, we'll try to understand how to do these things work, and let me break you down this how this things works with an use case, so that you it will be core motivation how to learn and what to learn in this particular things all about it. So this we will be going to discuss in the next section, so that you will get core motivation about it, what things we need to study and what other things we need to study or not. Okay, all right, this is the core motivation behind it, like why we need to learn those things. So let me know in the comment section, folks, like how what are the things that you have in your mind. Okay, if you think that this is helping you out, so please hit like, subscribe to my channel, so that it makes me more motivation to create such awesome content. All right, so let's get dive into the examples with the use case. So let's dive into it. So first of all, we try to understand for the data science learners, so who gets the motivation to learn this particular concepts. Okay, so for the data science learners, Netflix and YouTube recommendation will try to make you understand what is these things is helping. Okay, so one of the use cases, like for data science learners, like uh, Netflix know which movies you are loving, correct? So one thing you understand, it recommends John Wick and Mission Possible, but how this thing is happening? So there is a concept called relation here. Okay, so user watches movies. Okay, they watches many to many relations, correct? Many to many relations are there, correct? So there are so many users, so many relations are there. So Netflix creates a mathematical function to find the patterns and behavior. So which kind of a learners, which kind of users watches what, correct? So it this is a what the things like Netflix creates a function they are out there. So by understanding user behavior, so there are many to many relations, and they are creating out of a function there, so that they get the recommendation related to it. Okay, so let me make it this way. Many users has many relation, maybe one person has a common functionality, that one user is liking this kind of a genre, or another person liking another kind of a genres. So this is what the thing is all about. So let me make you understand in the function case. All right, so if a function finds that 90% of people who watch Iron Man, they watches the Spider-Man also, so then it will be recommending Spider-Man to a new users. If it is not working well, so they try to have a specific kind of a recommendation for them, correct? So which they like, which particular thing we are liking or not. So we'll get dive into it. So in future we'll go into it. So for now, for software developers, we'll try to understand related to the software developers. So for Google Maps and path finding algorithms, correct? So imagine you are using a Google Maps. You wanted to find a fastest route from home to office. So there is a relation. Every road is related to another road. Every road is another related to another road. There is a relation out there. So street A is relation with street B, because they are connected. They are connected to it. So that is a relation. So you have to understand like this. Okay, so don't think that this is not related. Every mathematics concepts is related. Okay, see here for the software developers, if you are using, imagine you are using Google Maps, your job is to find the fastest route from home to office, correct? So try to consider in the terms of relation. Every road of one particular thing is related to another road, correct? So uh, for example, street A is connected to street B, so it is a relation because they are connected. Okay, they are connected to it. So now we'll try to understand about the functions now. Okay, functions. If there are multiple ways to reach destination, Google Maps finds the fastest route using Dijkstra algorithm, which is a function to optimize distance. Okay, so it is calculating the distance and it is showing to it this much distance will be going to take carried out for that particular thing. So these are the particular introduction that I have given to you. Maybe it is not a proper things, but it's related. These are the applications that I able to curate the things from the things who are getting started with 11 standard or who are 12 standard, who is already passed out, they will try to understand the particular application which I am trying to say here. Okay, so for medical professional, let's understand about the medical professions, like medical professions. If you just consider them, right? So they are using CT scans, radiology, psychiatry, or many more. There are departments over there. So doctor uses the machine learning models. Basically, in and around they are using the machine learning models. If they say no, I can't think about the applications there. So to analyze X-ray and CT scans and to detect the disease, correct? So there are different patients has a different scan results. So one to many relationship, correct? So one doctor has many patients and many results. Okay, so understand like that, different patients, different scan results, one to many relation there. Okay, so this is the application that you need to relate to it. Okay, so another, what is an example of a function? Yeah, Akash, you are talking about function, so what is a function there? So function, in the function, what you have to understand that AI functions analyze the patients from thousands of scans to predict the disease with higher accuracy, right? Example, for example, if scan has a 90% match with past cases of a lung cancer, the function alerts the doctor for further testing. Okay, so here the main person is doctor is doing, but they are helping it out, like this particular AI kind of a thing. Don't think as AI as an enemy, but AI will only the thing of helping it out, but majorly the doctors are doing, and doctors will be taking care of it, but uh, in some level there is monitoring is required. So in the case of psychiatry, uh, mental health diagnosis, like if consider if a patient report stress, sleep issues and loss of appetite, so psychiatry uses the function to analyze the symptoms, whatever they have the past knowledge, correct? They are trying to practice it. So what AI also is doing, it is trained on based on past data. So that is what I wanted to say, that accurately AI can do, which is in the from the past data. Then from the existing knowledge, doctors can also get help out of it. This is particular use case that this will be helping it out. Okay, so most of the things it will help out, like AI powered mental health apps uses the same concept and to suggest a therapy based on the patient responses, correct? So how this benefits to data science, machine learning and software development, so we'll try to understand that now. So in the data science, it relation and function helps in recommendation systems like fraud detections, AI training. Okay, so you have to understand that, like in machine learning use in classification model, like spam detection, disease prediction. Like if you take a case of deep learning, neural networks uses a function, Okay, uses a function to detect the patterns in large data sets. So uses a function there, so it gives some particular output, correct? So this is particular sense. So try to take a case of a chat GPT. Whenever you are writing a prompt, certain things, correct? So it is try to generate random stuff. There is a relation between your prompt, your query, and the results it is getting, correct? So there is a relation into altogether into that. Okay, so how we can learn and apply this relation function? One bonus tip I can give it to you is like learn about domain, range, types of relation, one to one, many to one, etc. These are the things comes all together in database as well. So these are the relation concepts will come in particular use case as well. Okay, so these are the things will comes in database. DBMS, that is coming in the bachelor's of engineering in computer science as well. So I'm not telling, like, as a curiosity you can learn as a DBMS, so how this is related to it, and try to apply the real world examples, like analyze Netflix recommendation, Google Map route, medical AI tools to see how the function works. Okay, and try to code your own, right? Import your simple function in Python to recommend movies, books for based on the user interest. Use simple libraries like pandas and numpy. So like these are the things that how you can learn for your own use case and all. So at the last I will, so like step by step you need to cultivate that and try to build certain things if you are looking at it. Okay, so try to find out more medical application, folks. If you want it, just let me know in the description so that I can curate for you folks as well. So there are a lot of medical application. This particular video is all about the introduction, so that's why I've curated these things. So I hope this will help you out, folks, so you can just check it out. Okay, so at the last I have to tell only one thing. Mathematics is not boring. I am also feeling that way when things I came to know about the application. So mathematics is not a boring, it's powerful. From a Netflix to Google to medical AI, and everything runs between the relations and functions. If you find this video useful, please like, share and subscribe to this channel, and please share it with your friends. Comment below where you have seen these concepts in real world. Subscribe for this particular videos for more simple explanation, complex math and AI topics. Okay, hit a bell icon so you don't miss a next episode. So these are the things that I wanted to say. Don't watch this, like what I can say is, if you focus on this, I cannot tell another kind of videos. Another edtech companies, they are only talking about certain functions or whatever. They are not talking about the real world applications. Maybe X, maybe if, I just watched one of the videos of physics, well I don't know, but one of the lecturer was talking about something, some velocity, some acceleration or something. Okay, so what is required on the altogether? Why should I? So the people have certain thought process to understand. Don't be like, try to be where it application about it. Try to talk about more about applications. Everyone is talking about some they are making some derivations they are making, but generally the peoples are not understanding what this particular thing is used and how it is used and how the application is all together. So that's all about my this thing. So focus, please, physics wala guys. If you wanted to see, if you have seen this particular video, please focus on quality of content first. I have seen your kind of courses are not good as well as my particular thing. I have seen and I have learned. I have seen from various students also telling the same thing. Please focus on the content. Okay, so that's it about this particular video. I have to tell this much, that That's it, folks. I hope you like this particular video, folks. So please like and share and subscribe to my channel.